Unfortunately, many of us end up needing to spend time in an assisted living or nursing home facility because of ill health or dementia issues. Simply having to shop for an appropriate facility and consider family finances is hard enough. Then the admissions person places a multi-page admission agreement in front of you to sign, often under time constraints. There are pitfalls to not reading the contract before you sign, and my law partner, Mike Solomon, is here to discuss some of those.
Right.
It's hard enough to pick a quality facility, and then you've got this contract. Why do they make it so complicated?
Well, first you have to remember the nursing homes are trying to protect themselves. They'd rather have private pay, which pays more than Medicaid pay. So the contracts are one-sided, tilted in their favor.
Okay. You've identified 3 areas of concern with these contracts to watch for, and the first one really is basic. Yeah. Read the contract.
It's kind of strange that you think you're signing a document that literally says you're going to be paying $80,000 to $100,000 a year for the rest of your life, and for some reason people don't think you should read the contract. So you need to read it, understand it. If you don't understand it, ask questions, or get a lawyer to look at it for you, because it's an important economic document you're signing.
It absolutely is. The second area of concern is, under the contracts, is who's signing it and how they're signing it.
Okay, so if you're going in yourself and you're going to sign it yourself, obviously you're personally liable. But many times it's the child signing for you as the power of attorney. So you need to look at the contract, because some of these contracts say if the parent runs out of money, then you signing as the power of attorney, you're also guaranteeing the payment. You're liable jointly and severally for that entire amount, which could impact their ability to get Medicaid, but also makes them on the hook. Even if the contract doesn't have that language and you're signing as the power of attorney, make sure you sign it properly. If you just sign your name, you're signing it personally and you're liable. So you need to sign for mom by son through a power of attorney. You need to sign it properly to make sure you're not personally liable on the contract.
Okay, but that's a big one. That's a really big one. The third warning area has to do with the gifting provisions and prohibition on gifting provisions.
Sure. So this one, when we do a lot of planning, we give away assets for Medicaid, but now you're in the facility, and many contracts say you can't give away your money at that point. Now, up to this point, it has not been enforceable, and through the Medicaid rules, it's not enforceable, but it may, and some states are starting to allow the nursing homes to go after the transferee, the person who got the gift, under the common law fraud on creditors. They can go after it. So it may happen in Ohio. You need to look at the contract, see if you can get that kicked out, and we'll watch and see if Ohio law changes in that area.
Okay, now we covered the 3 for today, but is there something else big that you need to watch out for?
Well, yes, in the news you've seen a lot about arbitration clauses, a lot of different things, and there are arbitration clauses in these contracts, and whether they're going to be enforceable, we'll talk about that next week.
All right, sounds good. But also coming up, you've got something different to talk about, huh?
Yeah, so Jim Lineweaver's on the show, Lineweaver Financial. They're having a seminar coming up in a couple of weeks at Crocker Park, at Hyde Park in Crocker Park. So discussing estate planning, financial issues, life insurance, a 3-person panel. I'm on it with Jim and one of his other people, and it's a really good seminar to come to. We've done it in the past. It has a good turnout, so if you're interested, call early so you can get a reservation.
Okay, so reservations are important,
yes,
huh?
That's right.
All right. That sounds great for getting more information out like we do here on the show. And getting back to today's topic, it's difficult enough to pick a nursing or assisted living facility to live in. Use Mike's advice to make the contractual part easier. Plus, tune in next week for contract arbitration information that you need to know. For more help or to hire us to help you evaluate these contracts, call Mike at the number that's next.
Call Solomon, Steiner and Peck at 1-888-236-5173 for more information or to schedule a speaker for your organization. Or log on to www.ssnplaw.com.
Thanks for joining us. On next week's show, are your skin's age spots safe or something more serious? We'll deliver answers from a dermatologist. We'll divulge the do's and don'ts of buying a car when you're an older adult. And don't sign your rights away. We'll investigate arbitration issues in care facility contracts. But until then, please remember to make the most of your golden opportunities.
If you'd like to join our kitchen conversation, visit our website, www.goldenopportunities.tv. Like us on Facebook. Call us at 440-742-GO-TV or email us at kitchen@goldenopportunities.tv. We'd love to hear from you.
Golden Opportunities is paid for by Elder Productions.